Okay, let's get into it. Today on the deep dive, we're looking at something, well, a bit different.
Uh,
It's this idea of ghosting your job. We're basing this on a source called How to Ghost Your Job Like a Bad Tinder Date. Silent Quitting for Cowards.
Hurry the title.
Right. So we're diving into, the how, the why, maybe even the if you can actually do this, vanish from work without the usual notice. It's all from this document. We're just calling it 118.pdf.
Yeah.
And our goal here is really to understand the thinking behind it, this method described in the source, and break down what it considers a dignified exit through silence.
It's interesting how it starts off, though. The source sort of reframes leaving a job entirely.
How so?
Well, it basically asks, why write a resignation letter? Why go through the motions when you could maybe just fade out?
Like the bad Tinder date analogy.
Exactly. Or the IT person who just vanishes after you submit a ticket. It uses these really jarring comparisons.
Okay.
And it brings up this idea of being saw-zoned in Outlook, like being left on read, but for work.
Saw-zoned. Okay, that's a new one.
Right. It's all about using digital silence. And the stated goal, according to this source, is to vanish with dignity, which, is kind of a contradiction.
Dignity through disappearing. It seems tricky. So it's not just poof, you're gone.
No. The source describes this whole strategy, a 4-stage thing they call the slow fade.
Right, stage one.
Phase 1 is the delayed response era. So this is where you start taking like 3+ business days to reply to emails.
3 days. Wow. And how do you get away with that?
The go-to excuse, apparently. Sync thing issues.
Ah, the classic. The modern dog ate my homework.
Pretty much. But it's strategic, right? It's not just being lazy.
Okay.
By doing this consistently, you're resetting expectations. People just stop expecting quick answers from you.
So you suddenly become less critical to the day-to-day stuff.
Exactly. You kind of reduce your own importance without saying anything.
Okay, so after delaying emails, what's phase 2?
Phase 2 is the selective availability shuffle. This is more about digital presence or lack thereof.
Like what?
Think joining Zoom calls, but camera off, mic off. Maybe using a cat photo as your profile picture, the source suggests.
Back half road, okay.
And also letting calls ring. A lot. Like maybe 47 times, the source jokes, before you miss the call.
47 times. That's persistent ignoring.
Right. It's about being technically there. Your name is on the list, but you're functionally absent. You don't contribute.
And you can always claim, what, technical difficulty.
It's exactly. Plausible deniability. You are on the call. Those missed calls after so many rings, people just kind of give up trying.
Okay, that makes sense. So phase 3, does it get bolder?
Phase 3 moves into the real world. It's called the grocery store avoidance technique.
Wait, avoiding grocery stores?
Well, avoiding potential run-ins with colleagues at places like Whole Foods, which gets a specific mention.
Okay, so you're dodging people in real life now, too.
Yeah. And then there's what the source calls the nuclear option for this phase.
Which is,
Changing your LinkedIn headline to digital nomad.
just like that, no explanation.
Yep. Just digital nomad. It creates instant confusion about, are you still employed? Where are you?
That would definitely stop the housework question.
Right. It creates this whole other narrative, maybe completely fictional, but it's out there.
Okay, so that's the slow fade. But what if that's too slow or not working?
The source has options for what it calls a soft launch of your disappearance, less gradual.
Soft launch. You get like option 1.
Option 1, the out-of-office lie. You set your O message saying you're, quote, currently offline for a personal project.
Sounds reasonable enough.
But the source translates that as, quote, currently interviewing at Google.
Huh. Okay. So it buys you time, makes you sound busy and maybe ambitious.
Exactly. Manages expectations. Hints at something else going on.
What's option 2?
Option 2 is the whoops wrong chat exit. This one's kind of sneaky.
How does it work?
You send a totally random, vague message to a work chat, like, sorry, sent that to the wrong team.
Okay.
And then you just never send the message you supposedly meant to send.
So it just hangs there, creates confusion.
Yeah, like a little puff of smoke. Minor disruption suggests you're maybe distracted or not focused, but hard to pin down.
Clever, I guess. And option 3.
Option 3 is the dead battery classic.
Let me guess. Your laptop died.
Yep. You announce your company laptop is dead, and crucially, IT can't fix it.
Batman.
Then, according to the source, you block IT's number.
Whoa, okay. Blocking IT, that's making a statement.
It's definitely more decisive. It basically says, I can't work and I'm not helping you fix it. Cuts off that route.
Wow. And there was a pro tip in there, too.
Oh, yeah. Intentionally misspelling your own name in email sign-offs.
Seriously? Like how?
Like if your name is Brandon, you sign off, regards Brenda.
Why?
The idea is it subtly shows you're mentally checked out. You don't even care about getting your own name right.
That's a level of passive aggression, maybe? Or just extreme disengagement?
It's definitely sending a signal. I'm already gone, basically.
Okay, but surely people notice eventually, right? All this dodging and delaying.
Oh, absolutely. So the source provides emergency excuses for when they finally corner you or demand answers about your absence.
Like what? Give me excuse number one.
Excuse number one, the health sabbatical Hail Mary. You claim you're taking time to focus on my aura.
On your aura. Can you say that professionally?
Well, the source translates this as taking time to focus on not throat punching you. So maybe the aura part is just code.
Right. It's vague, personal, hard to argue with someone's aura, I guess.
Exactly. Plays on health privacy. What are they going to ask? How's the aura coming along?
Fair point. What's excuse number two?
Number two is the family emergency vague booking.
Ah, the classic.
Yep. Just say you're dealing with a private matter. The source, again, bluntly translates this to dealing with my private hatred of this job.
Keeps it general, gets sympathy, no details needed.
Pretty much. Relies on that universal understanding.
And the third emergency exit.
The tech issues black hole. This one circles back to the tech problems.
Wow.
You blame something specific but unresolved, like a broken keyboard, and then you just never update anyone on whether it got fixed.
So you're just perpetually waiting for a keyboard replacement that never seems to arrive.
Essentially, it creates a plausible block on your ability to do certain tasks, maybe all tasks, without needing to constantly explain.
Okay. These are elaborate.
How-
Does the source say people actually do this stuff?
Well, it includes some listener insights, which sound like real anecdotes.
Oh, like what?
One person apparently trained their boss to stop pinging them constantly
Oh.
by only replying at 11:59 p.m. every single time, with just still circling back.
11:59 p.m. every night.
Yep. So the boss just started assuming they worked incredibly late, like a nocturnal schedule, and stopped bothering them during the day.
That's kind of brilliant, in a way. Manipulating expectations again.
Definitely. And then there's a listener hack, changing your Slack time zone setting to Samoa.
Samoa. Why?
So when your status shows you as active, it looks like it's, say, 3 a.m. there. It makes your sporadic activity seem mysterious, maybe international, rather than just unemployed and occasionally logging in.
That is next level commitment to the illusion.
Wow, it's using the tech against itself.
Yeah.
Right.
So the source also had this bingo game.
Ah, yes, listener challenge. Ghosting bingo. It's pretty funny, but also kind of bleak.
What's on the card? Signs a colleague is ghosting.
Things like they stopped updating their Jira tickets, or their Slack status is stuck on in a meeting for like 8 hours straight.
Okay, I might have seen that one.
Replying to a meeting request with, can we async this?
The dreaded async.
Uh-huh. Or unassigning themselves from projects like Ninja Style, no announcement, and letting their building access badge expire without getting a new one.
Just letting the badge die. That's a clear sign you don't plan on coming back into the office.
Definitely. And the bonus square.
There's a bonus.
Accidentally forwarding a job offer email to your boss
Right.
and then trying to play dumb about it.
Oh my God. That's the ultimate ghosting fail. Or maybe the accidental reveal. You can't make this stuff up.
Apparently you can. It's in the source.
So, okay, let's try and wrap this up. We've gone through this document, 118.pdf, and its whole framework for job ghosting.
Yeah, the slow fade, the soft launch options, those emergency excuses.
Right, and the listener tips, the bingo card. It's a whole system.
It really is. And stepping back, the fact that this kind of guide exists and presumably people read it, maybe even use it, it does make you wonder
Wonder what?
about the workplace, What leads someone to feel like vanishing is like a better option than just quitting normally?
Yeah, what's the underlying dissatisfaction there?
Yeah.
Is it the job, the process of leaving?
Could be lots of things. Maybe it says something about how disconnected people feel or how confrontational quitting can seem.
And the source ends with this final piece of advice, right?
Yeah, it says, now go practice your vanishing act, and remember, if no one can find you, no one can fire you.
Which is quite a thought to end on.
Definitely memorable.
So for you listening, think about that. The implications of this whole approach.
Yeah.
Choosing silence, choosing to disappear. Instead of having that final conversation, what does that really mean for you, for the company, for how we think about work these days? Something to chew on.